Check, check.
Check, 1, 2.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I feel like the music is a little low here.
Oh my goodness. I love how you can just see Michael back there shirtless.
Loading.
You look like...
There's a man's in your house.
Well, it's funny because like Hannah was turning around and then you just see like her like screen just like lightened up and there was shirtless Michael. He looked like Jesus or something, like coming through the clouds.
Oh no.
That's so funny.
Oh.
That was the funniest thing.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
All right, so last time we left off, you guys had just wrapped up with a grueling encounter and had found a small camp that you were going to set up for just a night to get some rest. You can feel the temperature beginning to drop slowly as firewood is gathered and tents are pitched. Is there anything specific that you guys would like to do prior to initiating the rests, or do you feel like you've got everything pretty much checked off your list here?
Constantine needs to go pray. I need a quiet place. I need to go pray.
Okay.
Not doing okay.
You might be muted, Hannah.
Yeah, it was. Una would like to summon her crow.
Okay. Is Lysander doing anything?
Yes. I think he drank a potion before we ended last session, so I think he's at full health. So otherwise, I was gonna say he could make like a healing salve of sorts, and tend to his wounds, but I think he's fine.
Okay.
He'd probably end up maybe like trying to tinker a little bit with his arm.
Okay.
Do we just set camp and then Lyra just crawled in bed and passed out?
Oh, yeah.
She's on black market business right now.
Oh yeah.
We will
Just
say
disappeared.
that Lyra often disappears or will hang back in towns for a short period to do some investigatory work of her own. She hasn't very clarified why she does this or what she's looking for, but just that it's important.
Right.
So we'll say that Lyra, after the encounter, decided she had a gut feeling to check some things out in Cairdoon before leaving and would catch up with you guys.
Wait.
Okay. Let's go ahead. I need Lysander to give me a vision check. I need I just need Una to remove the FP related to summoning your crow. Raven? Crow?
Raven.
Okay.
Herb.
Burb. Summon Deburb. And then I need Constantine to roll a logic check.
15 for my logic check.
For vision?
Sorry, vision. Excuse me.
The cold mountain air brushes past you a little colder than you'd expect. You're not sure how you didn't notice it before, but looking off to your right, where the wind is blowing from against the roots of the mountain here, not roots, but the mountain. You guys aren't quite there yet. There is a whole bush of frostberries.
Ooh.
A alchemical ingredient used for applying cold damage or slowing effects to potions.
Sweet. I think he would take the opportunity to harvest those.
Go ahead and give me a we will call this a subterfuge check to see how dexterous you are at collecting the berries.
12?
12. I'll say that you collect 5 portions of these frostberries that would be 5 different alchemical portions that you can utilize.
Nice. I'd say that he'd get started right away making something.
Sounds good. Go ahead and roll me a arcane check. Una, as you begin to concentrate and focus, going into almost a meditative state, this small rune begins to carve its way onto the ground. And at first it is the natural bluish purple shimmering arcane light. But as the circle gets halfway formed, it dims and grows crimson and then beefs back up into this bright red rune. As it completes, it slams together, and your raven shunts into existence. This black raven with, instead of the natural kind of bluish hue to its feathers, you have this kind of crimson red hue with little beady red eyes, and it kind of walks up to you and nuzzles your arm before kind of just getting really cold and like shivering up next to you.
Tuck him under my cloak.
Constantine, you find yourself, what'd you roll for your logic?
12.
12. You find yourself pacing back and forth by a small riverbed. Just kind of pacing, not really able to calm down. Still the adrenaline kind of kicking in your system. Well, not adrenaline, that would have gone out by now, but your heart's still pounding from the encounter. And you find yourself lashing out your fist into a tree. And that's what it snaps you out of it. As you pull your hand back, it clunks out of the tree, leaving a visible fist mark in the tree, and you realize your anger is unwarranted for something that no longer is troubling you. And you find a peace, a calm that you can cling to, and as you do, you kind of force yourself down into a sitting position or a kneeling position. You just stare at the reflection of the water. As your face calms, you close your eyes, and the candles snuff as you go into your nighttime prayers. Alrighty. Anything else you guys would like to prep, or anything before heading to bed? What was the arcane check on your potions?
It was 10.
10. And what were we making?
Maybe a like a slowing effect. Sort of potion,
Okay.
I guess.
I do
Topical. A lotion. A slowing lotion. Slotion.
a solution.
A solution.
Um, it actually doesn't have a pre-generated thing for it. So a 10 plus on the roll is just a successfully brewed potion.
Mm-hmm.
You begin to try and make a slow potion, and mixing the aquavitae and the frost berries into a straight alchemical concoction seems to get you close, but it doesn't quite get to the slowing effect that you'd like. As the natural frost and more powerful property of the berry begin to kind of crystallize and freeze the edges of the bottle, you have an opportunity to attempt to use some kind of catalyst to reshape this into the potion that you desire. What would you like to do?
Does it have to be something specific, or can it just be another ingredient? Because I do have one thing of Drake salts, which doubles the potency.
It is nothing specific. It is just what you decide to do.
Then yeah, I suppose he would play around, seeing the opportunity, and put some Drake salts in.
Okay. I would like another arcane check, and I will let you know that the DC for this is going to be 20 to make this because you're trying to use something that naturally increases the potency of the already accumulating effect to try and draw out the secondary effect. If you roll above a 20, you'll get the potion that you want. If not, if you roll below a 20, since the potion is technically already successfully crafted, you will just get a double potency frost damage potion.
Okay. I got a 25.
There you go. So as you add the Drake salts, you add just enough that it begins to bubble and boil, and then it just turns to this like neutral color. And as you cork it, and as you tip the bottle upside down, it is moving so slower than molasses, as it starts like a thick congealed oil. But it still seems to move and interact like water, but you can definitely tell the slow property is already taking effect in the potion. You have a potion of slow. When you use this on an enemy, you'll make an arcane check to see if you land the attack. On their failure, the creature loses its bonus action, reaction, and one of its actions for 4 turns.
Is it what was the contested? Like when you throw it, it hits. What was their?
You would roll an arcane check versus their dodge check.
Okay.
Or versus their AC, because I rescinded the dodge because it was really annoying.
I see. Okay. And then they lose an action, a bonus action,
bonus action, and reaction. So they have one action for their turn, and then they don't get to do anything else for 4 turns.
Wow.
All right. Any other potions you'd like to make?
Just some basic ones for like combat later, I guess. So I'll just message them too.
Sounds good. How are your supplies of aqua vitae doing?
I have. Let's see, I gotta subtract that one I just used. I have like 5, I think. Yeah.
Okay. You can sometimes stumble across small springs of aqua vitae. Most alchemists will just make it themselves by putting a little bit of arcane energy into some purified water. The process of which takes a camp rest. So just be aware.
I was
of
gonna
that
ask
for
you if I
however
could
you
just
use it.
make it.
You can, and it doesn't cost
Or-
anything. It's just water and time.
Yeah. It's like holy water, but magic water.
Correct.
Yeah.
There's
okay.
more rare. There's rarer and base liquids that have different effects and stuff like that too.
Cool. I would say that he would go to the spring or the probably like by where Constantine is and get some water eventually. If you want to move on to somebody else though.
Okay. Easy enough to do. I'd say that you collect the water and find Constantine meditating there by the time you get there, and your presence signals him to wrap up his prayers and come back to camp. As you both are kind of walking back, Una is just sitting there, petting her raven.
If they have been gone out of camp, she has prepped tomorrow's breakfast rolls.
Ah,
And have tucked
Oh.
them away.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
I see how it is.
Mm-hmm.
She
Got some
doesn't bake in front of you guys.
She's got some salty buns.
Dang.
So something to note. Multiple, like, not every morning, but a good amount of the mornings, you guys just have fresh baked goodies
Bed?
that
Fresh bed?
just like show up.
They're just laying on the ground like manna
Yeah, kinda.
Whoa.
every morning.
Una, her dad was a baker, so she can bake, but y'all, like, you may have your suspicions, but she will deny it to the ends of the days. She has no idea where those came from.
Mm-hmm.
Lyra's
She's not-
just popping in, popping back. Anyway, with that, I think everybody's nightly routines are concluded, unless anybody else has anything else. Then I need to know who's taking which watches.
I'll take the first one since I'm like making potions still and making aqua vitae and everything.
I think Una would normally want to take the last watch.
Would it not take the middle one?
Okay. And then just as a note, the aqua vitae will require a camp rest rather than a sleep.
So that's 3 days.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then. He'll still take first watch, and he'll make his other potions. I'll just send you a list.
Sounds good. All right, so let's get a vision check from each person, and we'll kind of go through each section of the night.
$21.
16.
Thing won't untie.
What'd you get for your vision?
I don't know. I haven't been able to roll because I don't have my dice out.
Oh, interesting.
You know what? I am doing a thing for you, sir.
That's fair. That's fair. My apologies. Many apologies.
I've also been super distracted. Chill.
Do we discuss if I need to roll a D100 whether or not I have a dream, or do I just decide?
I think I left it up to you.
14 for my vision check.
Okay, so first watch goes by smooth. There's nothing really going on. I mean, it's quiet. The campfire is crackling, and you see your two teammates just kind of lounging in their tents as they kind of drift off into their separate sleeps.
I've already kicked off my blankets. I'm like half off my bedroll.
It's always a little unsettling, the breathless sleep of Una.
Until she sighs.
Earlier in your travels with Una, maybe even 6 months ago, you might have gotten up to like, are you still alive? Like, what constitutes as alive for you? Is everything okay? But now you're like, she's fine.
Yeah, that's normal. It's part of course. Partially course.
Your alchemy is going well, and you don't seem to have any interruptions. It is oddly quiet. The dense packed snow area that you're in right now yields nothing to the ears, and there's barely any life signs around you. Every once in a while you'll hear the hoot of an owl or some scurrying of small woodland creatures, but nothing often. It's typically pretty quiet. And that wraps up the first watch as you go to wake Constantine.
Snoring.
Hey, big guy. Wake up. It's time for your watch.
Snoring.
But did you say you're still
I'm
snoring?
still snoring.
Oh.
I roll over, almost like knock you over as I roll over.
Okay. Just kicks you.
I'll wake up to that.
Get up. Come on, big guy. It's time for your watch.
Oh, right. Get up and crawl out from under his cape, tent thing, and then sit down. I rolled a 16 for my vision.
Okay. I mean, it's still quiet. There's nothing going on. Your watch goes by smoothly. Lysander's head hits the pillow and hits like a rock.
Wow. Sorry.
Man.
Ow. I hit a rock again.
The faint smell of alchemical residue in the camp cooking pot.
He left his alembic and stuff out.
And still kind of be wafted in the air. He still has some things kind of bubbling in the alembic. Looks like he's set something to brew overnight.
Don't you dare touch it.
Looks tasty.
He's kind of eyeing it.
Looks
When
tasty.
Constantine's like,
that'd be really funny if it was a slowing potion.
When Constantine doesn't have his mantle on with the candles and pauldrons, he just looks like a really big, oversized teenager. He just slouching, just lounging, just lazing around. All decorum's gone.
As you slouch back, laying back, kind of taking a quick eye around, not really paying attention too much.
I give the alchemy thing a sniff just because I can.
It smells not great. I mean, most of the ingredients are crushed up and then basically burned to get their potency out. So whatever
Disgusting.
scent there is, it's pretty loud.
Loud smell.
I couldn't think of a good word.
Very
Potent,
loud.
I think is what I was going for, but loud
There you
sounded
go.
good too.
Loud colors, you know, loud
You're-
smell.
Your watch ends as it began. Normal, easy, not much going on. Now it's your turn to wake Una.
Mm. He'll walk over and very gently, like, shake a shoulder. It's time to get up.
She immediately sits up and backhands him. Reflexes. No, she's probably already awake.
I feel like it's
He
like a
dodges
little,
out of the way.
but like it just kind of standing there like what? not much follow through on that force there.
Nah. She was awake. She already knew you were coming in.
Ooh, ow, that hurt.
Good. Should.
That hurt more. Gotta take watch. See you in the morning. Go back to sleep, just a little cloud of dust.
Like a teenager, just so needs to sleep.
Yeah, I'm grown, okay?
Not anymore, you're not.
My body's catching up, okay? Everything else is catching up.
Come on, Xander. What?
Oh,
Still
please.
growing?
Yeah, I got 3 more feet to go.
Oh.
12-foot tall. What are you, Goliath or something?
Puts pillow over his head.
I had a 14 for my watch.
Sorry, I
Crap,
picked a
you-
bad time to tell Joe something.
Terrible, terrible.
You did not pick a
bad.
bad time. I am just. I don't know. Hold on. I'm almost there. So you're a little distracted. You haven't had your Raven in a little bit, and he's being extra cute for the time that he hasn't seen you. So he's playing around, and he keeps bringing you little shiny things from the forest, little pretty pebbles, and
He's so lovely. Thank you, Makaria.
and eventually your watch comes to an end, nothing having happened during the night. As the morning comes, crisp, clear skies with a slight mountain chill wake you. It is cold. You are still in the very high up, tippy top portions of the mountains. And it's going to be about a day's travel before you get to warmer weather. As you begin breaking down your camp, suddenly there's delicious, fresh baked little goodies available that Nobody seems to know where they came from.
Constantine gets up at like 4 o'clock in the morning every morning. Could I have maybe seen her baking something?
Nope, because she baked Bumbo.
Bacon.
You guys were gone at the river.
You bacon.
You bacon.
You
bacon.
bacon.
um,
Trying to say my morning prayers and get ready to go is very distracting with the smell of the lovely baked things.
And the terrible smell of whatever.
I think the buns overpower the alchemical nonsense you've got brewing.
Nonsense. This is cutting edge. Alchemically.
alchemically.
Didn't his alchemical nonsense save you yesterday?
That one tastes like cherries. That smells like, I don't know.
Yes, I know it smells
burnt
like dog
fibers or
crap.
something.
The point is that you just look.
I-
It smells bad. Yeah, I get it. Okay.
It reeks.
Listen, Fat.
Yes. Look.
Is it going to be helpful, Lysander?
Well, I would imagine so.
Well,
Would you like to try some?
As much as I trust your ability, I do not want to put that anywhere near myself.
Constantine would go back to praying. And gearing up.
All right.
Oh, a sweet roll. Picks one up.
If you guys have rations, I'd like you each to mark off one ration for the day.
I have 2 weeks of rations
Hey.
because I think I had the loadout for thaumaturge, and for some reason they have a lot, I guess.
They have a lot because they don't have to buy armor, so they have extra things like extra pockets and
Ooh, pocketses.
pocketses.
I love pocketses.
I somehow don't have any rations.
Mine says I have 2 weeks.
Oopsie poopsie.
Okay.
Don't
This will
worry.
just be one of my skip days.
Did you not have a backpack written down? I believe that.
Oh, never mind. I had 1 week's rations. Sorry.
There it is. Okay.
Thank you, Mom.
Did you not take your
Constantine's dressed
backpack
in
with
his
you, honey?
armor. Got my lunch again.
All right.
When Constantine's fully armored up, he's back to his normal self.
He dons the armor. Dons the dawnsman.
Bears the full responsibility of Wolver as himself. He's got to be the part.
Your grumbling stomach finally has its rest when those flames flicker up and you are ready, more than ready, to go get some breakfast, as you can now hear the sizzling of rations being cooked on the camp stove.
Break down my cape tent. Put the cape on and
It is covered in snow and soaking wet, but
it'll dry.
it'll dry
Be
pretty
fine.
quickly.
He'll stand with his back to the fire.
Good morning.
Morning. Feeling better?
Yes, are you all right?
Of course, I feel fine. No need to worry about me.
You punched a tree.
I did see that too when I went to get some water.
Just letting off a little bit of steam.
All right, but if you need to talk, I'm sure Lysander would be willing to lend an ear.
He kind of like holds out his ear and always ready. Oh, and
Well, I assure you I am fine.
if it's anything about my performance in that last tussle we had, I do apologize. That was quite embarrassing.
Of course not, Lysander. Worry your head not. You were doing
You know,
well.
they got the jump on us, and I just wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't
Of
thinking,
course.
and I'm
You were-
usually quite better than
You were
that.
deep in your books, and you were asking Una more questions about her bloodlust. Of course, you were not fully aware, but do not
Yes.
worry about your performance. I'm sure there'll be many opportunities to have a little bit of fun.
Well, I just get a little bit embarrassed, and I
Oh,
don't.
I am
y-
trying so hard not to say anything.
About my performance. Please do enlighten me. Is there something about my performance that is amusing?
I swear this never happens to me.
No one has the stamina such as yourself, Lysander. But we had been walking all day, so of course you were a little more tired than usual.
I thought my performance was spectacular.
As always, you shone brightly, Una.
I don't think there was anything shining about her.
Even in the darkness, there is light. And that time, Una was bright.
You did do quite well, Una. I will admit.
Well, thank you for that.
But of course. Now, would you like to try this potion? I'm vastly intrigued to see what it does.
Oh, you don't know what it does?
Oh, I think I have an idea of what it does.
What do you think it does, Lysander?
It might give you the time to think about your actions before you do them.
It's a meditation potion.
Sure.
Do we have the time for that? Will it? I'm
Don't worry, I already put it in your rations, whatever you're eating.
Did you drug me?
Yes, don't you feel it?
I don't know, do I feel it?
Nah, you don't feel anything.
No.
I don't know if you are
After a-
joking or not.
After a serious moment of panic, you realize that Lysander is messing with you to get back at you.
You can
for
see his
the-
mouth twitching.
The hot chocolate prank that you pulled on him earlier.
Oh, you are so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, I put it in Constantine's food.
Oh, good.
Oh, I do hope so.
You hear that? It sounds like you have permission to put whatever you wish in his food.
Oh,
Drink.
well, if that's the case, he like uncorks the slow potion one. Would you like a little dressing?
Who are you talking to me?
Yeah, talking to you.
Yeah, he hold out his little
Oh, no.
roll.
Despite
just
your-
Lysander just puts a drop on there.
Just Lysander
despite
with
your best
anything.
attempts to try and get a drop out of the bottle, you realize it's going to take about 30 minutes for that
Yeah,
liquid to fall out of the bottle.
Jeez.
Any minute now.
It's not moving.
It's rather congealed.
It's not
Ah.
congealed. It's arcanely slow. It's a slow potion.
Oh, well then don't give him that.
Well, I thought it might reverse the fact that he's slow already.
Huh.
I don't think that's how it works, Lysander.
Oh.
I was considered the fastest of my regiment.
Constantine, I'm just jesting with you.
Oh,
The-
your jesting always catches me off guard. It is the driest of them all.
Yes.
All right. As you
Also,
guys-
where are these baked goods coming from? Every now and then they just show up. Isn't it the weirdest thing?
It is odd.
On that
Very
note,
odd. He's
as you
staring
guys-
right at you, Una. Very odd.
Yes.
Con seems too busy eating one.
Hmm.
as you guys finish
They are
wrapping up
quite
your
good though.
campsites, finishing little touches here and there, grabbing some extra wood for the next campsite you're going to go to. The morning air is thin and bracing as you begin your descent from Cairdoon, the towering crag spine peaks fading behind you. The path twists through jagged cliffs where tufts of golden grass cling to rocky outcrops. Far below, rolling hills and dense forests marks the foothills of where the mountain range meets the lowlands. A distant hawk's cry pierces the silence, and the wind whistles through the rocky terrain. Occasionally, loose stones clatter down the slopes, disturbed by the moment of unseen creatures. You've been traveling for about an hour now. And you hear an odd noise beneath your feet as the crunching of snow leaves you to the soft touches of grass.
Finally,
And
little
there's this-
greenery around here.
Odd line that you see where the snow just suddenly stops. And the bright green, yellow stone cragged rock and foliage begin to encapsulate the area around you as you feel the slightly warmer temperatures begin to percolate upwards. Not too long after, you are walking down the path and you come across a rather odd object.
What's
What
the
did you
object?
It seems to be a rather large stone obelisk, a little bit taller than Constantine, and it is covered in dwarven runes.
Does it get bigger the closer I get to it, or smaller?
No, it's just a
Is it a
stone
spooky
obelisk.
obelisk?
No, it's just a stone, gray stone obelisk with some dwarven runes carved in.
It's not a portal to the Underdark.
Yeah, right.
No, it is not a portal.
Are
to
there
the
Shiny-
Chinese on the ground.
I know. Is
Yeah.
it surrounded by a lake?
I made that
With
one
diamonds
very
in it?
obvious, guys. You can't blame me for that.
Can I read the runes?
Do you speak Dwarvish?
Yes.
Yes, I think I did.
I don't think we ever picked languages.
It did.
I know, it was with the dwarves.
I
like
didn't.
dwarves, but yes, I do know dwarvish.
There's nowhere that specifically says that you know different languages, but you're allowed to pick one extra language beyond
Oh.
your original.
I picked dwarf.
I just so happen
I'm-
to know Dwarvish too.
I'm just kidding. Don't worry.
It just so happens that I know Dwarvish script as well.
Particularly obelisk runes.
Actually, this is not an obelisk. I need everybody who can read Dwarvish to roll a knowledge check.
Pretty sure I
Knowledge.
beat Calf.
He
What'd you roll?
6.
Nice.
Oh no.
What'd you roll?
Who?
Did anybody else roll?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah,
because
it's
I
just
see
an-
Cap.
I never picked a language, so I'd feel terrible if I was like, yeah, I know Dwarvish.
No, I mean the.
Would you have originally chosen Dwarvish?
The alchemists are
I don't
very
know.
well entangled with the dwarves. It's
Yeah,
part of
and
their
that-
like.
That was like my other thought. I'm like, well, they're
You can write. You roll a knowledge check and write down dwarvish.
okay.
If it makes sense for your character,
Okay.
it's that makes sense.
We'll get to an elvish territory and be like, no, I meant elvish.
Nah, I'll be out of my. Did
Spilled.
you say logic?
Knowledge.
Oh, just knowledge in general. Okay, cool.
I suppose it would be a
22.
memory if you really wanted to break it down.
Oh,
What?
that was really good.
22.
22. Yeah, it would have been the same either way.
This once served as a boundary marker from the first dwarven age, marking a long forgotten road. The dwarvish script is long faded. You can't make any sense of what the runes used to be. But you just
Is it-
know from your dwarven history knowledge that this is just it used to mark the end of the dwarven territory.
Just seems to be an end marker of their territory.
Hmm.
So seems like we're out of their territory.
Lovely.
And we found something that we can mark Constantine's height on.
Constantine will stand next to it.
Una will climb it and mark it.
Lysander claps. Uh,
All right. Your journey continues forward for another couple of hours as you kind of just casually keep making your journey towards Redwater. And I was incorrect the last time that last session I said that it was a 6-day journey. It is a 14-day journey to Redwater from Cairdoon.
oh
It's
my.
very far away. So if you need to amend anything that you guys bought in Cairdoon for supplies wise, you are more than able to as a retcon.
I'm gonna rat your con.
Oh man, con my ret.
No, I mean, I've got plenty of rations, and if anybody else needs any, I've got tons.
I'm good.
I'm a camel. I can last a long time without food, water, and stuff.
I mean, we can also
good.
forage on the
I
way
don't
too.
know
So
that I technically need to eat.
I've got some yummy frost berries. If you want to try some.
Make sure I have that ready. Okay. I need somebody to roll me a d20.
Oh
I think Mandy rolled last session.
All right. Joshy Poo.
Do it.
How about a 3?
A 3.
Yoy.
You were dead.
It always seems to be those low ones, huh?
Mm. Did I say 3? I meant 13. 30.
30. That's so weird. My D20 has 10
Oh,
extra numbers on it.
I'm telling you, these dice that Mandy got for me, man, they're loaded. This one goes up to 30.
Where is my stuff?
So if you have, I'm sorry, if you have a ranged weapon, like a bow, does it take the modifier from cunning to hit, and then damage is plus 6 from marksman?
Other way around. Marksman to hit, cunning is the
Marksman
plus
to
the
hit.
damage.
Sweet. Okay, thanks.
Okay, I need you to roll a d10 for me, Josh.
Okay. I'm skilled.
Me too.
It's lucky number 7.
Number 7. As you guys are wandering along, you go into this small ravine, and it's tight for a couple of 20-30 yards. It's a good decent ways before you finally come out the other end. And as you do, it kind of opens up a bit, and right on the cliff's edge there, kind of parked in a nice little grove, so to speak, just like a plain spot that doesn't seem to have much in it, is a small caravan. Just one wagon, very small wagon, maybe like fits 2 or 3 people in the back of it, a donkey, and what seems to be 3 traveling merchants. Although they don't seem to have any wares. It seems like they're just either coming from Caradun or trying to figure out another route to Caradun, noticing the ravine that they have to pass through to get there. But they have a little campfire, and they're just kind of sitting and swapping stories and...
They may not have wares, but they have whereabouts.
They also might be interested in buying something from us.
Do you have something to sell?
I've been known to pawn off some items.
No. By all means.
Like, we have this... I think there's like some armor or something that we have that has candles hanging off the pauldrons, and we could probably sell that for a quick bit of iron.
Yes, that would probably go for quite a bit.
I think so.
Very odd that you would have such a suit of armor on hand. Very silly of you.
I jest again.
I looted these
A big ol' hand
pauldrons
will
from a
land
guy.
on. Big ol' hand will just push Lysander's head.
Hey.
Roll a vision check for me, Lysander.
Lucky number 7.
Jeez.
You notice that while there is one person sitting by the fire who seems to be like clutching themselves and shaking, they're holding a small like metal mug, and they seem to be taking little sips here and there. There seems to be a little metal percolator near the campfire, and a stew pot set up, but there doesn't seem to be any steam coming from the pot like anything's cooking. There is another woman dressed in kind of a very plain robe with an apron on, big heavy leather apron. And she has a little bowl of water next to her, and she's tending to someone, another man who is on a small bedroll with a blanket placed over him, and he seems to have a cloth on his forehead, and they pick up the cloth and trade it out with a new clean one. They both look very shaky in their movements, the ones that are up and moving around. They haven't seemed to notice you.
Okay. Actually, he kind of like squints his eyes a little bit. He's like, scratch the selling idea.
Why?
Hold a minute. Duty calls. And he walks up to them.
As they hear you walking up, the man who's sitting at the fire drops his mug, and it spills onto the ground as he produces a small dagger.
Hey, whoa, hold.
Oh,
Una
I
is
mean
not
no
wearing her
harm.
mask.
oh, friend, you gave me the jolts. He almost collapses down onto his butt. Oh, I thought you were another undead. And he puts the dagger away.
Nope, no one dead here. Just a traveler with his compatriots.
I will walk
Also-
up at that point.
Well, you're more than welcome to come join us by the fire. The fire's really all we have to offer, I'm afraid.
Are you hungry?
Are you offering to share food? We haven't had any for 2 days.
Yes, of course. And he breaks open his pack and starts unloading some rations for them.
The woman
will,
kind of speaks up as Una, you are doing what?
I am nudging Lysander, passing him some rolls.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. I knew it was you.
I just didn't eat my share this morning.
Right. Yes, the mysterious mana has no source. Right.
The woman speaks up and says, "Our friend is sick. Is there anything you can do for him? He tried to eat some
like to-
berries in the forest and it went poorly for him."
Do you
Check him.
recall? Do you recall what the berries looked like?
She produces some of these berries.
I will observe the berries. Inspect.
They are hold please. These are nightshade berries.
Oh, I see. Yes, those are nightshade berries. A very common mistake made by people is they look a lot like blueberries.
He went ranting and raving about blueberries. Unfortunately, he had already imbibed a healthy portion of them before coming back to camp.
How long has he been down, I suppose?
Only about an hour, but he ate the berries about 4 hours ago.
Okay, there's still plenty of time. Let me get my alembic and such out. I think I can craft something here.
It's at this point that they notice your arm and they begin to call out praises to Olveraz for sending them an alchemist.
Una is rolling her eyes so hard.
The man takes the buns, and although he offers a thank you to Lysander, he's not so hungry that his merchant's eyes aren't keen enough to see who gave them to him. So he does make sure to, any moment that he makes eye contact with Una, give her a quick nod of thank you and a quick wink as he thanks Lysander. But he begins to prepare whatever he can out of the rations that you give. Whoever's giving rations, I need you to mark off. If you're each giving one, you'll need to mark off one for each of you, or you can split it up however you want, but it's 3 rations.
I'll just take the fall if you guys don't want to.
I mean, I can. I've got plenty.
I have minor healing wave. Or no, this dude is like poisoned.
Okay.
Can't do that. So,
You do feel, Lysander, that you'll be able to synthesize an antidote from the nightshade berries, given maybe like a half an hour.
Just give me about a half an hour. I'll have an antidote ready for him.
Thank you so much. We don't have much in the way of wares. We've traded all those off, but I have a healthy portion of copper pieces I could give you as a reward. Let me go fetch those now. And she kind of moves back to the wagon, and you hear her, you see her pull a key from her neck, and she kind of discreetly opens the coffer and like reaches in and grabs something and then locks it back up again. Trying very hard not to make a lot of noise as to how much coin is actually in the coffer. And she does hand whoever is taking the money, as Lysander's making the potion, she'll hand you 15 copper pieces, 5 each.
I'm assuming you're taking that, Mandy.
sure. Constantine will take the bag.
Una is keeping at her distance as she can.
I'm gonna turn to the guy sitting by the fire.
Have you come across any sort of undead on your travels?
Oh, plenty of them. We tend to avoid them as we can. Daggers don't make for much help against such creatures, but Alana over there knows some magic, so if we get in a pinch, she's always a little capable. Trouble is, we didn't really pack anything for poison. You know, there's not very many creatures that can inflict that on you, and well, we thought that we were smart enough not to eat nightshade berries, he says kind of frustratedly. But we really appreciate your timely aid.
Your destination?
Well, we were heading for Cairdoon, and it looks like we read our map wrong. We're going to have to circle all the way around the mountain if we want to take our carriage there, and we intend to.
Good. There's a safe haven there.
Well, that's good to hear. Are the fires still warm? The forge is still working?
Only blazing the hottest.
Oh, fantastic. You see a little bit of revitalized hope, and as the food gets done, the woman, Alana, and the man start to partake very feverishly. Not really resting on any decorum after not having eaten in a couple of days. We did get chased out of town in Redwater. Horrible things going on in that place.
Pray tell, what is plaguing Redwater? For that, unfortunately, is where we are going.
It's odd. I've never seen a town so under siege by the undead. It's almost like they're acting with a unified mind. Like something is drawing them to Redwater. People are going missing every day, and they're just calculated as war casualties. doesn't make any sense. Merchants are going missing. They're not fighting in any war. If you ask me, there's something dark brewing around that town.
Are there any of light stationed there at the moment? Or is it only the townsfolk?
Yeah, there was a whole slew of light bearers there of all kinds: clerics, clergymen, warriors, and wielders of the light themselves. Nothing of your caliber, Dawnsman, but are you heading there now?
Yes.
Oh, you're going to be a godsend for them. They really could use a little more oomph.
Whatever is calling all the undead, it is our duty to find it. And to destroy it immediately. Revive Redwater to its former glory.
No offense, Dawnsman. The journey there is long. I just hope you make it in time. But let me offer you this one piece of warning. If it looks like it's overrun, save yourself. No point in wasting yourself on a town that's already lost. Many more like it have fallen already.
I will consider your warning. But unfortunately, it is not our job to flee that is dark. For now, you rest, eat, drink, and then quickly be on your way to Cardoon.
Hey, by the way, you just came from Cardoon, right?
Yes.
Did you happen to meet a small, well-armed dwarf named Harvek? Kind of ill-mannered and scraggly.
Why, yes,
I
in
do
fact,
believe he owes me his beard.
he was the one who delivered the message that we are to be on our way to Redwater. Have you met such dwarf?
Yeah, he stayed at our camp and ate all our rations. Part of the reason why we're going to Cardoon is to collect from him. Said it was for the good of the cause. That man ate 5 days worth of rations in one night. The lousy pig.
White Lysander chuckles.
Thanks for the information, Dawnsman. Thank you, Lysander, for your powerful alchemic remedies and your rations. And you lady in the back, thank you for the delicious sweets. They're honey to our lips. And he looks at you and he, but you've recently had blood, so you don't look any different besides a small change of color in your eyes and odd angle to your nose. But I mean, he's a merchant that's well traveled. He's seen tieflings and orcs and Drakvir. There's not really a whole lot odd about a little upturned nose. So he doesn't suspect anything, and he seems to treat you normally.
Okay.
He goes and sits down by the fire and nearly passes out. He just seems to get really tired and starts kind of a little safe feeling.
It's the carb coma.
Yeah.
And your antidote is done.
You're a
Here you are.
lifesaver.
Now, make sure he takes 2 doses within the first hour, and then 1 dose every hour until he feels better.
And she pulls out a small spoon and gives him little spoonfuls, 2 doses of the little spoonfuls, and you can see this pained, groaning expression on his face just wash with comfort and relief. And she thanks you profusely, and she asks if she can purchase 3 more rations off of you guys for an additional 10 iron pieces, as they're going to be having to go around the mountain.
I mean, funny enough, I was just gonna give you some.
Oh no, you've already done quite enough feeding us and getting this bum on his feet again, so I'd like to pay. Trust me, we have plenty of funds.
All right, fair
Hmm.
trade.
She accidentally hands off 3 copper pieces. And so you can each have an additional copper.
So that's 6 altogether.
6, yeah. And then she bought 10 iron pieces worth.
She just wanted to purchase the agreement was purchasing 3 more days of your rations, so each of them could have 1 more meal on their way to Cairdoon. For the 10 iron pieces, and she ended up giving you 3 copper.
Oh, I see. Okay, I got you accidentally. I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
Oh, oopsies.
What kind of cart do they have? Like a wagon or something, or?
Yeah, it's just like a little covered wagon with a mule of some variety in front of it.
Oh, okay.
We'll say for the purposes of this, it looks like it's a giant warthog.
Giant warthog.
Yeah, like it's you see this big old giant warthog with these tusks that instead of climbing up, they kind of spiral down, and it kind of seems to be using them to root through the floor to try and find anything that it can eat.
Lysander's like, I'm willing to part with one more thing before we leave you.
Oh,
Do you happen to have a feather?
a feather?
Yeah, do you have a feather? I might be able to help your travels. I'm
I
honestly
suppose
just
I might
curious if this would work.
Have a feather pillow? Give me a moment. And she goes and you see her like grab a pillow from the cart, and she just kind of tears the pillowcase open and pulls out like a little back feather and little down feather, and then comes by and hands it to you.
He's like, I don't know if this will work, but I want to try it. I'm curious. He pulls out one of his enchant item potions and drops the feather in. Kind of swirls it around a little bit. And then he just like corks it and then just tosses it right on their cart.
The boar like shakes like it is what is it called?
Convulsing?
No, it's like its yoke has been removed.
I gotcha.
As the cart becomes so light it's not even noticeable.
Relieved. Oh, thank goodness.
I'm so glad that worked. Lysander pulls out his he has like a little book and starts writing.
Yes, but what
Um,
did it do?
It was an attempt to make the cart light so that they could travel a lot faster.
I think it's worked a bit too well.
Is it floating?
You see her take a finger, and she just puts it at the bottom of the cart, and she lifts the whole cart up, and she's like, it works.
Well,
You
I
can-
suppose if you three get in, then it'll weigh it down just enough.
She, on the floating cart, kind of stands on it, and it dips a little bit, but then it kind of just bobs back up. I've got an idea.
Maybe.
She goes out and she hammers the wooden wheels off and sets them in there, and then she kind of sets it at the appropriate level. I've got a floating cart.
Perfect. Let's hope it lasts until you actually gets down, though.
I was about to say, like,
Was that one of your enchant item spells?
Yeah, I used one.
Those are permanent
Oh.
until the item is the enchantment is dispelled by its creator, dispelled by a high enough dispel magic spell or potion, or
Shoot.
the item is that has a new enchantment placed on it. So you just gave them a free levitating cart.
hey.
Hey, well now we know we could get a levitating cart if we ever have a freaking cart.
We'll have to break concentration with that one, basically steal it.
Hey.
That's amazing.
Pretty cool.
One more
Well,
piece of warning for you. Oh wait, that guy didn't have an accent. Sorry. One more piece of warning for you. There's a man stationed there who's running the whole Lightbearer operation by name of Aldrich Velthar. He's a bit of an odd one.
Have I ever met this guy or heard about him?
I don't.
Do I know of him?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Give me just a second. The one thing I don't have prepared.
Gotta keep you on your toes, you know?
I mean, that's always the case, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
100%. Always.
How long would it take to grab a gold infernal terraformer back to town when we're like 5 days out and we have a carriage and a druid that can maybe turn into a horse?
Let me do
How
some
much
quick
can we carry?
math.
2 hours later. Okay.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness. That seems like forever ago.
Mm.
Aldrich is a member of the Dawnsmen. He is not a he's not a Dawnsman himself. He's a member of Olveraz's church in that part of the Lightbearers. He is very infamous in the Lightbearers for being a purist. He doesn't agree with the conscripted undead. And he has been known to be harsher to men under his control that favor undead. He is sorry. Oh gosh. Sorry, he is not a he's not a part of the Church of Aldercraft. He is a high-ranking member in the Light Bearers, but he is a or no, sorry. Yes, he is at the Church of Aldercraft. He's a high-ranking member in the Light Bearers, and he's been known to be a purist and side with the silver alchemists in their want to destroy undead. And part of the reason he's been stationed in Redwater. However, from what it sounds like, since he's been stationed there, from what this merchant reveals to you, the undead problems have only gotten worse, not better.
Is Eldrick Valtorian?
Aldrich Velthar.
Valthar.
Or
Aldrich
Alric
Valthar.
Thorn? I'm supposed to report to Alric Thorn.
Alric Thorn, thank you. What the
Is
heck?
that
Reported Donzin, Captain Alric Thorn, commander of our forces in Redwater. I just pulled up the letter. I'm like, who is this again?
is it Thorn with an E?
Yes.
Ah, I figured.
Thorny.
It's always the E.
Always.
Can't trust those guys.
Thorny.
Thorny. He's so thorny.
Yo.
Wow.
Yo. Yoy.
Any other preparations or things you'd like to sell or purchase from? Did you specify what you wanted from them for that potion, Josh?
Oh no, it was almost just like a I'm gonna experiment on your cart. Like, I'm gonna part with this potion with nothing in return, but I just want to experiment on you,
The payment is information.
pretty much. He did get some
Gotcha.
information out of it, though, and it gives him other ideas.
Sweet.
Which I'm definitely going to do.
Okay. All right. So as you guys continue to move on and press forward down the canyons, leaving them to their fates, better prepared for the journey than they were before, you found them on death's door and left them with hope. And I'd like each of you to gain 50 XP for that.
Dang.
Will someone please keep track of the amount of XP so that we can post it in the chat tonight, so we can keep Candace involved as well?
Got it.
So we should have already had
I love-
264.
It's 314. And I had Joe's message box open, so I just messaged you the XP, but I meant to do it here.
Okay, and then I'm sorry, I'm kind of going through my notes and stuff and trying to get some stuff before while things are going on, so I haven't been able to look at any private messages sent. As you guys begin to journey forward, let's go ahead and take a quick break. We'll come back in 15. Sound good? Give me some time to look for the info that I need. All right. Burb.
See ya.
So Aldrin Thorn is a war hero.
Alric Thorn.
No,
It's Ulrich.
there is Alric Thorn.
Oh.
Hold on. Yeah, give me that. Why you gonna do
Give
the
me
slow
that.
scoochies? You got feet.
I lost my momentum.
Ow. You're right. Gosh dang it, man. None of my notes. Why is it always the names that transfer over bad? Whatever. Okay, so Alric Thorn is a war hero, a decorated knight of the Lightbearers, and the highest ranking Dawnsman stationed in Redwater. He was, rumor has that he was dispatched to Redwater with a garrison of Dawnsmen. So far, the undead threat has not gotten better under his rule, it has gotten worse, with rumors of people disappearing. One night they're there, the next night they're gone. So, as you continue your journey, you find yourselves amidst a portion of the through this whole journey, you've kind of been traveling with a piece of the mountain to your left and right. Since passing through this ravine, the mountain face is just open on the left, and it just peers out over the thousands of feet, tens of thousands of feet downward off the side of the mountain. A certain death were you to plummet, and the wind begins to pick up. And as the path gets down to a point where it could just barely fit that cart that you just saw, as you're traveling along the side of the mountain, I need all of you to roll physical resistance checks.
Ooh, I'm good with that.
As a strong gust of wind sweeps through the mountainside, forcing you to brace yourself against the rocky walls. DC is 10.
24.
Okay.
Physical resist.
Physical resist.
18.
Okay. Lysander.
Where's that modifier?
Oh, you still have the old
Fortitude.
character sheet, don't you?
Yeah,
Oh.
buddy.
So under fortitude, there's 2 skills.
Stamina and exhaustion.
Yeah, those have been replaced with physical and magical resistance.
Well, can I just take my modifier then from fortitude?
Yeah.
Because I don't have. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. I got a 19.
Fantastic. You all are able to brace yourselves just fine as the rushing winds come prepared to knock you down. A couple of hours of walking through this windy passageway before it becomes a tunnel. It is very dark in the tunnel, but luckily your Dawnsman companion always sheds bright light around him. And as you guys begin to walk into the cave, you can hear the whistling winds behind you fade and fade and fade. You walk in this tunnel for what seems like a long time, a short time. It's hard to tell. There's no light in here besides the Dawnsman's candles, but it feels like a very long time. By the time you see a light at the other end of the tunnel, it's orange. And as you push through the other edge, the pathway opens up and widens out a bit, kind of expanding into this wide road that seems to take you a little further into the mountains to pass through some forested areas before as you make your climb down. But the sun is setting. You reckon you have 2 more hours of sunlight at this elevation for travel? I'd like you each to roll vision checks for me.
Uh-oh. 12.
13.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, the only one who passed. All of you see a group of mountain goats leaping effortlessly across the craggy terrain, eyeing you all with curiosity before disappearing into the cliffs. However, Una, you notice that as they jump off and away, they leave something behind. It looks like they might have been fighting beforehand, and they leave behind some of their horns.
That might come in handy. Go and I want to inspect their horns.
Please roll a vision check for me.
Natural 1.
E.
Oof.
I don't mind the coin. Nothing to your eye seems to stand out about these more than ordinary looking horns. They have some odd scratches on them that strike you as irregular or not natural, but you can't make out anything else.
Lysander,
Yes.
do these markings seem odd to you?
No, your face looks fine.
Why, thank you. Actually, I
Oh,
was
the
referring to-
horns?
yes, the horns.
I see. Let me take a look.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
Hmm. So I've heard.
Go ahead and roll a vision check for me. Dirty 20. You are able to tell not only by the visual confirmation, but a strange tingling in your fingers that these horns are magical. They have runes carved in them. These goats must have belonged to somebody at some point who might have been doing something with the horns that you're not quite sure about. It might take you a little bit of time to decipher the arcane runes. But there are 4 of them.
Anything?
Well, there is a tinge of magic in these.
Sorry, one of them.
Mm.
There's one horn. I apologize.
Oh, okay. Just went in this horn.
Yep.
But I'm not quite sure of the properties. It might take me a bit to figure it out.
Well, best stow it away.
But kind of an odd thing to have magic, I suppose. Perhaps somebody owned it and I don't know, experimenting. I do fancy experimenting.
Constantine,
Yes, my lady.
hold on to this for us.
You hand me the horn.
Mm-hmm.
Stow it away in my bag.
One thing that's odd is that you definitely saw, Una, you definitely saw the horn fall off of the goat as they were kind of headbutting each other. The horn is already hollowed out,
Oh.
like as if the practical use of an actual goat's horn as a horn.
Oh. That's odd.
It's a horn of goat summoning.
Summon the
I
goats.
feel like I really want to see what this does. She'll blow into the horn.
Hand it back to her.
You heave and blow into the horn as hard as you can. Go ahead and roll a arcane check for me.
Oh no. That's not great. 9.
9. There's not really, you don't have enough breath to blow into this, it looks like. Although the faint runes on it begin to glow a little bit, but it looks like you just did it wrong.
No. Well. Perhaps later, unless you would like to try. Holding out to either of them.
I'm afraid I can't. I would make it not work.
I have 3 lungs, so I shall try.
Just shoots it off like a freaking
Go
blowgun.
ahead and
Just
roll
explode.
an arcane check for me.
Oh no.
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20, nice.
Nice.
go
Pablo,
ahead-
good.
Go ahead and roll a d8 for me.
Oh. How many goats get summoned? I hope so.
Get 1d8 goats summoned.
2.
All right, oh, that's a terrible roll.
I'm sorry.
You blow
Sorry.
into the horn of minor aspect of the goat. And as you blow in it, it releases this low, like, echoing horn through that echoes through the mountain passes. Each of you has this like lifting, rising green aspect of a goat behind your shoulders. That kind of creates this very loud baaing noise behind you. Immediately, you're all filled with 2 points of courage.
Hey.
And you won't find that on your sheet, Josh, because you're rocking the old one, but courage is the temporary hit point system in this game. While you're under
okay.
the effects of courage, you cannot be affected by any fear effects. They always expend before your hit points do. And they persist until used. They never fade away.
Oh, cool. That's pretty good.
Magical goat.
You gather that within 15 feet, within 30 feet, if the horn is blown, it has 1 charge per day and will offer a d8's worth of courage to everyone within 30 feet.
You know,
Still that when the
Constantine.
pack.
Go ahead.
Interesting.
We're gonna say something.
Who?
You, Mandy. No?
Oh, I was gonna say I was gonna stow it away in my bag.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Lysander will look at Constantine and... You know, I think that's quite fitting for you.
This is true. He does have the one with
As you
3
activate
lungs.
this new magical item, this item requires 2 resonance. So go ahead and mark off 2 points of resonance as you connect and attune to the item.
I never had resonance. Was that supposed to be calculated?
Yes, and I can show you how to calculate that. You have resonance. Let's see. Hold on, just a moment. I'm gonna come over there.
No, don't come over here.
Sneaky goblin.
Watch out for that Joe Goblin behind you.
Joe Goblin.
Joe Goblin, these nuts.
No. Oh,
Wait.
How did I calculate this?
Get a room, you two.
Hello. It is.
Greetings.
I believe it is equal to your arcane modifier, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, so 2.
No, it's not, right?
I don't know.
Give me a second. I have to look it up. But you guys can roleplay while I do, as you begin to continue down the path.
Now I'm shy.
Nice weather we're having.
Better than the cold.
I found it. This is one of the
roleplay.
things that I actually have
Nice.
in the Aldercraft book. Okay, so
Hey.
resonance stat. Each character starts with 10 resonance charges, modified as they level, gaining +1 resonance every 3 levels by default. Some rare items or story events can increase resonance. And then resonance costs are labeled here as well, but not strict. But essentially, you have a base amount of magical items that you can attune to, and they require resonance availability to attune.
What is the name of the goat horn?
It is the
I'm writing
horn
it down.
of the aspect of the goat, or horn : aspect of the goat, and then in parentheses somewhere in there minor.
And what was its ability?
I will type it out for you while you guys roleplay.
Yes, indeed. What lovely weather we're having today.
Oh, man.
Ah,
You know, enchanting that cart to levitate gave me a great idea.
Oh, did it?
Yes. Because it gave me an idea of what our DM would allow us to do.
What is that?
And so now I
never heard
intend
of a
to
DM before.
completely abuse the system of enchant item.
Please do.
I believe
What are you
Lysander
on
is a little
about?
confused.
Your
Agreed.
nose begins to bleed as you address the DM in
Yeah.
character.
My head hurts.
Ah,
I would imagine
wish-
so.
would you like me to carry you while you
I'm
recover?
going to lie down here.
Oh, we are stopping now.
Just pick up Lysander and continue walking. Stick him in
no.
the sling on
Use-
my back.
Yeah, use the sling.
Use a sling.
Constantine has made like a hammock of sorts for Una to ride on his back if she gets tired, but he'll tuck Lysander into it. It's just like a backwards fanny pack, but big enough for you to sit comfortably in.
Good. Let's just go with it. Yeah, sure. No, but before I started ranting about nonsense about some DM or whatever, the card did give me a great idea. I do have the intention of enchanting weapons now.
Oh.
Yes.
Explain.
Particularly my bolt pouch for my crossbow. I think it would be behooving of myself to enchant my weaponry so that I will be more effective in combat.
Oh, you don't say.
I do say,
Hmm.
because I just said it.
Well,
All right.
My head hurts again.
Well,
I'm gonna stop doing that.
it is 10:47. Are you guys if we continue it might be a little late before we get done. Are you okay with that?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, are you just gonna... Can you throw some enemies out here, man? Or just like...
As you're walking down the stony path, you
Thanks,
come
Josh.
to a point where a
You're
small
welcome.
ravine would leave two large plateaus on either side of you. And as you begin to kind of come up to that area, you notice that the ravine is blocked off by some fallen trees. As you approach, you hear some rustling in the bushes.
Mm.
And I need to get everybody's ready check.
Oh.
What? This dice is fired. I keep on rolling 9 over and over again. Just on the dice. Just a 9.
9 isn't a bad ready check.
It's not great though.
I've rolled like 5 9s tonight.
Wow.
Do we add... Do you add the initiative modifier to that?
Yes.
Cool.
Do you guys have a printer, Josh?
Yeah, we finally got paper again, too.
I will. Yeah, same here. I will send you the new character sheet so you can print that off tonight.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll print it off.
Okay, 25 to 20.
Me, dirty 20.
Dirty 20 for
He
Lysander.
did it.
I'm ready this time, even if I have a nosebleed.
20 to 15.
17.
17 for Una.
11.
17. 11 for 11.
Oliven.
Oliven.
Oliven?
Oliven.
Oliven it.
Olive Garden.
Oliven for
Gosh.
Constantine.
Jug.
For some reason, Mandy's background is like thinking that your hair is part of the,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, so it's like the background is eating her hair.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Very confused.
Okay.
I sit back here, that's fine. Ish.
Yeah, that's weird. It's like a depth thing, I guess.
I don't know, I'm just floating head now.
Loading it.
Suddenly,
Floating.
a chorus of little yips and woots and cheers and cries echo out as little green figures poke their heads up from bushes with bows drawn, and a couple of them with little pickaxes and little mining hats with candles lit on them, and
Oh my god.
Dwarves, I knew it.
One from on the very right, on the left-hand plateau, one of them pulls up a little staff with a little deer skull kind of rested at the top of it that seems to kind of clunk around as he moves it. And I am going to very slowly, because I didn't have it ready like I should have, pull Foundry up and get that ready for you guys.
Yeah, my foundry is inaccessible. For some reason, it like won't let me reset my password.
Are we supposed to download something?
Nope.
Okay. I'm scared for a minute. I'm like,
I know, me too.
did I miss something?
Nope, it's just me. Like it just doesn't.
Don't scare me, Josh.
I'm very mad about it.
If you guys would like to take a small break while I get this set up, that is more than fine.
Yee.
Okay.
Okay, I have created users for each of you, so you should be able to. It should pop up with a login screen, and then you should be able to like choose your who you're logging in as, and it shouldn't require. It will say password, but just hit login. You shouldn't have a password attached to yours. Let me know if that works for everybody. It should.
It doesn't give me an option to choose a user.
It says Game Master.
Yeah.
Refresh your tabs because I just made them, so it might be.
Ah.
E.
You should be able to
And-
just hit login without a password.
Join
Sweet.
game session.
Yep.
Bah.
Look at that.
We can change your character color.
And
Mhm.
in the top right hand screen, you're going to see all of the things that I've not closed yet. They're all like little tutorials.
I see people moving around. But is that
Yeah.
your mouse?
No, those are your guys' mice. You can probably see mine like floating around.
Circle.
And then I think we're just waiting for Josh to pop back.
Eh.
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Nope. I'll
Yeah,
walk you through how to
we
get
died.
into Foundry. So we died.
Mhm.
Click on the link in the chat.
Okay.
And then once you get to the page, it'll ask you to pick a user. You'll pick your username.
Okay. Is there a password?
Nope.
Is it supposed to be my password?
Your
Oh, okay,
password
just-
slots are set to empty, so you just hit login. It should log you in.
Did they change Foundry?
A little bit, I think. Did you have a Foundry account?
I used to.
Oh.
I thought. I don't know. Good enough.
Oh, cool. Power off.
Oh, your headset.
Yep. I can hear again.
Hey, that's good.
I am just waiting for it to load some assets. And then we should be good to go.
Ooh, creepy. I love it.
Whoa.
That's cool.
Is that mine?
That one's yours.
That's freaking
That-
dope.
That's Joe in the door.
We had everybody pick their own silhouettes. I spent a good like 2 to 3 hours just like AI generating like backs of
image,
everybody-
image,
of
image,
everybody.
image, image.
Yeah, basically that. And everyone picked out their own.
I love it. I gotta change it right now. Music might get funky because I'm loading stuff.
How could you?
Weird. I can't believe you done this.
Yeah.
So many post-it notes. If you're a DM and you don't use post-it notes, the only question I have is why do you hate yourself?
Because I hate myself.
This is true.
Just kidding. I haven't DM'd yet, so.
I haven't gotten that deep into it yet.
You're not post-it noting?
No, I have Google Doc, and then I have a million tabs on it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been curious to explore Google Docs. There's lots of DMs that use.
It's made
Google
it
Docs.
really easy.
Oh,
It's
look at that. It's
funny.
beautiful. Thank you, Hannah.
Yeah.
Halfway through this video, my thing's going to change and it'll be perfect. So great.
All dunsies until everybody has their stuffs.
Okay, let's check if sweet, that's done. We're gonna close out of this. Okay. On the right hand side, you're gonna go to the actors panel. There's chat messages, combat encounters, scenes, and actors. Yours might be a little different than mine, but under the actors tab, there should be some pre-generated character sheets. They are going to be in 5th edition D&D. All you're going to need to do with those is go into one of them and change the icon to whatever your character is. If it's not letting you access them, you may need to grab your own, or just hit create actor up top. And then once you change those, you should have you should be able to just drag them onto the screen, and then you'll have your characters.
I was thinking
Tokens.
about letting
Thank
you
you.
do it.
Yeah, I don't have any actors.
I had to do it, like open it, close it, and then open it again.
Like Foundry, open it, close it.
No, just actors.
Yeah, mine's.
There's like a drop down, like a little arrow.
Yeah.
But it's taking a million years to let me do a thing.
Is it going really slow for you guys?
Mhm. Okay, now it's not showing.
Okay, I'm gonna pop over to Mandy's just so I can get a quick.
This or
The next one over, yeah, actors, and then. I wonder if I have to do something. Do I have to? Oh. That's not what I wanted. Good lord. What am I missing here? Mission. Okay. Refresh your browsers and then you should be able to create your own actors. I just opened up the
now I can.
permissions to you.
Yep, I got it.
Figure token
Create
settings.
actor? Is that what that is?
Strategies, map notes. Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay, I just opened a bunch of permissions up to you guys.
Thanks.
Sorry. I have this actually completely configured on
Oh, wow.
on Hannah's thing.
Uh,
Oh,
What? So the actor is going to be a character sheet. It's in 5e. You're just going to change that to a photo of Constantine. You should be able to hit close on that. You should be able to go up into those settings up there. And then appearance. Well, I should be able to. Will you post a picture of a headshot for Constantine? Just like a little headshot
Where?
in the Discord. You can.
I'll do this one.
Sure. Just yeah.
He's not made you blind yet.
I am getting rid of some extra ones. I can't tell which one is the real one for you, Hannah. I hope I didn't just delete yours.
Did.
I did?
Think so.
Rude.
It went away.
Okay, hold on. Just a second here. Okay, go ahead and make a new one. There shouldn't be any duplicates
Give me
now.
a second. I'm gonna check on a child.
Okay. I had a whole nice to-do list.
Oops.
Huh, why didn't that?
Just Michael making weird noises.
Dang it, Michael. Quit making weird
Thank you,
noises, bruh.
Michael.
I can't seem to change the picture.
Samesies.
Just did this literally last night, and now I'm like, ow, how? Are you guys still looking at a black screen right now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Me.
That better?
No.
9. No, it's not.
Hey.
There it is.
Oh, there we go.
So I was able to change the token for Constantine, but not the like picture in the thing. I don't know what's going on, but if you want to send me or just post in the chat what picture you'd like me to use for your character's tokens, I'll throw them in there.
Okay.
Trying to scroll up and see if I can. I've got one, the most recent one that you posted for Lysander, Josh.
Okay, cool.
Because I think that's the most recent one.
I can just put it here though.
Yeah, that's the one I grabbed.
Hey, I see Constantine on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, did I just update? Did I just hold on? I did. I updated Hannah's sheet with Lysander's picture.
My, you are handsome.
Why, thank
Wow.
you.
Lady looks like a dude.
He looks like a dude.
Your screens are gonna go black. Don't worry about it.
I'm worried.
Stop it. Oh, I'm fearing again. Well, bam, sucker.
Whoa. It's in.
It's in. We got there eventually. I didn't just waste a whole bunch of time. Don't worry about it.
This is fine.
Everything
Wow.
is fine.
You cannot take this action while the game
Oh,
is paused.
black. Oh, we're good.
I
I
just
have
had
to
to
change my
update
color
something there.
again.
Man, look at those goblins.
Look at them all.
freaking heck.
Look at all those goblins.
Kill them.
Goblins. Freaking
Oh.
goblins.
Who got
Almost.
caught in the crossfire? Oh, Constantine's still selected. Okay.
Hey.
Add to
What?
that. Add to that. And it looks like it's... Am I able to tell it what the initiative orders are?
Yo. Yoy.
Yoy.
Oh, I can't.
Yoy.
Next time we'll just roll initiative in there so it's easier. But
Right.
we've got 11 for Constantine. We've got 17 for Una. And we've got dirty 20 for Lysander. And then... Oh no!
Oh no.
We got a goblin down. We didn't even have to do anything. That's 5 XP.
Died by our presence alone.
That's what's up.
Oh, it came back. It's undead. Kill it
Oh,
again.
No.
Zombie goblin.
Actually would be fitting
Zoblin.
for this.
A Zoblin.
A Zoblin.
Or is it a Gombi?
A Gobby.
Sounds like
Gumby.
Gumby.
Gombi, yeah. Ew, they're all stretchy.
All right, so we can finally begin combat.
Nice.
With
I have a
we
couple
will-
gray
We are very
hairs now.
unpolished.
We're going to
There's a million
Oh,
of them.
that's not what I want. There we are. Starting off, so you'll see a little blue swirling ring
Thing.
over top
Uh-huh.
of the person whose turn it is. Current is currently.
I'm
I'm having a
Awesome.
stroke over here. Whose turn it is currently. So Lysander, what would you like to do for the top of your turn?
I would
bottom.
like from the bottom. I'd like to. I think that. Well. Yeah, I, for some reason, made.
Don't die.
Yeah, I think that's actually incorrect. I didn't. That was not what I wanted. Well, that's what I wanted, but that wasn't very clear. Anyways, I will use a Blast flask.
Amber
Yo.
Bass Flask.
Ember Blast flask. I'm gonna use it and I'm going to toss it onto. How do I ping? Oh, is this it?
I think you can double click. Double click. Oh
You are
man.
really just you are not
I'm-
able to talk tonight.
I'm
You
gonna
just
let you know.
gobble
I got
dick.
you can just gobble dick. I got real stressed there for a minute, so you know it's just all coming out.
Is it- How do I
Double click on it.
whatever. Does it actually show up like my
Your
target?
cursor is visible. Like we can see your cursor.
No. Well, this one right here.
Okay, so one of the first goblin markers.
Yeah.
You got it. You should also be
Um,
able to right click on him, and then there's a little
Mhm.
toggle target state.
Yeah. I did manage to do that. But,
Okay.
so that'll be a let's see. And you were letting me add my arcane modifier to it, I think. Or is that to hit or to
So
damage?
roll with your arcane modifier to hit.
Yeah. Okay. 23.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, cool. And then yeah, I'll just do the damage.
Okay.
That's 1 point of fire damage.
Oh no. Now you modified those firebolts, those ember blasts, didn't you?
Yeah, but they're spell ones, so I don't know if you were gonna let me do that. So I just
Well, yeah, I
Erased
mean
it.
they're spell potions, so you get to modify them. You modified it with the
Alright.
explosive catalyst, correct?
yep.
So they're gonna have splash damage, which it hits both of them, so they both take 1 point of damage.
All right. And
Oh, that's the wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong guy. So there isn't actually anybody quite next to this guy. So, but he does take the 1 point of damage.
cool. And then I can use one more, I think, potion or spell or action or whatever.
Yes, you have
I'm
another
going
action.
to. Lysander's gonna uncork one of his flasks, and he's going to. I don't know how to RP this, I guess. But basically, he's going to throw the bottle at Una, and it's going to hit her weapons and enchant them with fire for 2 hours.
Okay. So is that the elemental weapon enhancement?
Yeah.
So you take that flask out and uncork it and throw it over, and it shatters against whatever weapon she's wielding currently.
Would be my short sword.
As it hits, it immediately catches a flame, and then the flames die down to leave these glowing kind of cracks all through the blade that seem to pulse with heat.
You can do an extra 1d4 fire damage.
Thank you.
And then I will promptly run and hide behind Constantine.
So
If you stay within 15 feet of me, you'll get a +4 to your dart score. Just as a friendly reminder.
I thought we weren't doing dodge anymore.
You guys are doing dodge. I'm not doing dodge for the monsters because
You're doing AC. I gotcha.
Oh.
Oh. Cool. That's it.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh.
So you would be restricted to, because the movement takes one of your actions to do, and you've used both of your actions. So do you want to recant giving Una the fire, or do you want to recant the moving?
I'll just move it back. It's fine. Never mind. Brace for impact. Or I'm gonna
I
get
will say Una would have blood bonded to Lysander this morning. I always forget to say it.
No, it doesn't work that way.
I don't want to be bonded
Does
to
it?
you.
Well, okay. I would know by now if it didn't work. Does it work with Lysander?
It
No,
does.
no, no. I mean, like, you don't get to use it now. Like, you have to say it first thing in the morning.
No. I always
No,
forget until we're in fight.
I know. It's alright. I'm just giving you a hard time. Alright, that's it. Do I have to press, like, space or something? Or, like, say end my turn?
I'm not sure how it works.
Huh.
I think I just hit the next turn.
Okay.
So now we go
Oh,
to
cool.
Una.
Hey, okay, I'm gonna use one of my
I'm blue.
one of my actions to. How do I turn off the ruler? Leave it, click it, and make it go. But now how do I turn it off?
You just click on the token control.
I did. It's not.
Oh, do you have it on select tokens? Because there's, once you hit token control, there's 3 options for select targets, measure distance, and select tokens.
Oh, I did not. I'm gonna use an action to move that there,
Okay,
and I'm going to swing.
swing.
Swing. For a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
That was a delayed reaction.
That was a delayed reaction. Now my
Alright.
blood motes carry over to the next day.
Yeah, they don't. They only expire when you use them.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to.
Players have 7 tokens.
Will be. Man. Do I want to use now my hemorrhaging wounds and stuff? That's the in quick strike is once per day, or is it once per combat?
Once per combat.
Okay. I'm just gonna let this be a normal crit. So I do have the 2d4 because of the fire. So that's right off the bat. He's taking 11 damage plus 18 altogether. 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage.
Just, like,
You ready for
Thanos
the cute
snapped
little
him.
animation we have here? Ready?
Yeah.
So watch right on his token. -10, he's dead.
Nice.
Wow.
Sweet.
Oh, he vanished.
She
Now-
Thanos snapped him.
Yeah.
I am not going to use my bonus action, but I do have Makaria out. And they act on my turn.
Okay.
So I'm going to. Now, how does their turns work? Or, like, how does their movement and everything work? Do they have the same action economy that we do, or is it?
We'll put your little raven back here.
Cool.
Friendly update token. Their turn will go right on after yours.
Yes, but action economy. Like,
They
do
have the
get
same
two
action economy
actions,
as
the
you.
bonus?
Yep.
Okay.
2 actions and a bonus.
Cool beans. I'm going to send him over. What's his move?
This is the
Feet.
summon minor ally, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he has a 30-foot range, some kind of ranged attack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is ranged and melee.
And then just for the purposes of this, we're going to put these guys at a 15-foot elevation. So you'll see a little plus 15 over their heads.
I see. I'm gonna go ahead and have him do, I think, a ranged attack on this guy down below here.
Okay, go ahead and roll an arcane check using your arcane bonus. Details are in the spell, I believe, and I can read it
yes,
here if you want me
I have
to.
it here.
Okay.
Yeah, I have it. So it is going to be an 18 to hit.
18 hits, roll for damage.
Yes. Is it just a D4?
Yeah.
'Cause it doesn't say what the damage is. I assume. 3. It's not plus anything, correct?
No.
Okay.
Minus 3 points of damage. The goblin who has been hit with a little bit of alchemist's fire suddenly gets its. What does the raven do?
Yeah.
What is the ranged attack of the raven? Just like spit some caustic blood at it? Like what happens?
Oak the Raven.
Does it caw real loud?
Reams
Well,
at
it's
the
made
goblin.
of shadow.
Does it throw a feather like a ninja star?
It's made of shadows.
Does it poop on him?
So it like, let me see if I can find an example. It's like doing an anime shadow attack.
Oh, fantastic.
That's honestly what I was thinking. Is it like shoots off a shadow version of itself or something?
Yeah.
Like an Echo Knight kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Shoots
No, it
off the-
doesn't.
Yeah, that's ugh. That's it.
Ew, no. No, please.
Oh
Just
yeah, buddy. Oh
walking.
my gosh, Mandy.
Brody.
Holy
Where do you
crap.
find these gifts?
I just typed in bird poop, and that was like the first one. Or
You
the
I am
would.
going to, since the damage has already been resolved, I'm going to go ahead and hop over to the goblins' turns as they rolled just a little bit higher than Constantine did.
And
And do be advised, anybody within 15 feet of Constantine has a +4 to their dodge rolls. Woohoo! Okay, this first
So,
goblin, for getting
you're saying
hit with
prepare.
alchemist fire, is going to move up 5, 10, 15 feet, right up into Lysander's biz.
Get out my
And
face.
this little goblin worker is going to pull out a little carpenter's hammer
Oh.
and rolls a 18 to hit.
Oh. Hold on, I gotta dodge.
Eh.
You gotta roll. Roll to the side. Press B.
Oh, I meet it. 18.
I feel like in this instance we've done this poorly previously because we've called it meets it beats it, but the attacker should be the first roll, and so the contested roll of the player should be meets it beats it. Right? Like it should always be defender always wins. So I'm going to say that that wins and that you do not take the 3 points of bludgeoning damage
Nice.
that was coming your way. That is both of his actions. So we move on to the Goblin Chanter, who's going to take a step forward. We're going to do some precise measurements here. This Goblin Chanter saw you just eviscerate his friend. So he is going to use a bonus action to incant an ice ray. He starts chanting and waving his little goblin staff around. The little head kind of begins to shake as a little beam of ice forms in between the antlers and shoots out towards you. I need you to make a dodge roll.
Is that me?
Yeah. And I am going to use a token to give myself advantage.
Okay.
So you know, Joe, I cannot move my token.
That's interesting.
Well, it's not your turn yet.
Yeah, you can't move off your turn.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I'm like, but why?
It's not your turn
oh,
yet.
Okay, so we got a dirty 20 over here.
I got a 26.
Yikes! Okay, so the ice ray lances forward and smashes into the ground next to you, instantly freezing that portion of the ground. That is the Goblin Chanter's turn, because it can't really do anything else with its actions. The Goblin Archers are going to take a couple of pot shots towards Una. That is a... 23 for the first one.
Who are you hitting?
You.
You.
Oh, okay. You said 23. That was
Yes, 23 for the first one.
17.
Dirty 20 for the second attack.
27.
Ooh.
Okay, so one of them hits. We got 1 point of piercing damage as one of the little needle-like, basically looks like a little sharpened twig that he's launched at you. Kind of pierces into your back. More of an annoyance than really anything else. The second archer is going to take 2 attacks, one at you, and he's going to try and aim the other one for the raven in the back. That's a natural 1 for the first attack towards Una.
Okay, I got a nat 20.
Nat 20, very nice. I'll add another coin. That is a 16 to hit the raven.
Yeah,
Okay.
Raven's AC is really low.
2 points of piercing damage to the raven.
Did you add +4 to Raven? Because within 15
The raven
feet
would
of
be
me.
within 15 feet.
You said it was what?
A 16 to hit.
No, I would only go up to 12.
Okay. So 2 points of piercing damage. And then we jump back to Lysander's turn. Or, sorry, Constantine before Lysander, because...
Excuse me,
I'm
sir.
sorry. Hey,
Yeah,
the
you don't-
game
you don't
knows
get to
better
go.
than me, because it
I
put
had
the
to
rune
stand
right
up for
over
this
you.
fight, okay?
I have to redeem myself.
Man, he's using that standing desk.
I love it.
Mm.
So down here is the goofy.
That's the
Little magic
chanter.
guy?
Yeah.
I'm going to use one action to run up to Goober and I'm gonna try to bash him upside the head.
Okay. So
With my
he's
flail.
15 feet up on a rise.
Oh,
So you're 9 feet tall.
well, I'm a crossbow him.
Okay, sounds good. Go
Unless I
ahead.
give him the ankles.
Do you want to use your movement at that point, or do you want to just do a crossbow attack?
Here, I'll move up to flank this gooey right there.
Okay, and then I
Flank 'em.
am going to initiate a flanking bonus. It is just a +2 to the attack roll. But you
To the one that I'm next to.
yeah, so but you would have to be
Nice.
right here,
Oh, okay.
and it's a long hold for the
Yeah.
ping instead of a double click.
Yeah.
Cool. So
Oh,
and
cool.
then we can actually add a flanked icon to him.
So you get 2 actions and a bonus, right?
Yep. So that was 1 action to move up.
Cool. I'm going to. Oh man, who do I hit? Yeah, I'm gonna hit this little guy. I want to hit this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna just bash him, like just bring the
Okay,
hammer down.
So you can add a
Top his
+2 to
head.
your attack roll.
Yeah, 26.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
6 points of smackage.
6 points of smackage. Nice. And he falls.
Okay, so remind me, do I get to take? No, it's if I cause damage or I take damage that I store it in my armory.
When you take damage is when you store it in your armory.
Alright. That is all I will do. I don't
Okay.
have anything fancy to do for bonus.
You don't want to incant a spell with your bonus action in case you might want to use it. You can incant without spending FP, and then you'll have the spell available to you next turn. If you don't end up casting the spell, then you can just not, and it won't spend FP.
The only spell I have takes a minute. That can actually do anything.
Okay.
I mean, I have a healing spell, but
I mean, no harm in using the bonus action, otherwise it's just wasted.
alrighty. So I guess I'll prepare minor healing wave.
Okay.
One of the candles will turn almost white hot. It'll just glow extra bright as I start chanting a hymn under my breath, and get that ready.
Alrighty. Lysander.
That's me.
Was he dead?
Yeah, he died.
Like,
Oh, nice. I see, I was too busy looking at the spells. Anyway, sorry.
Lysander will he'll draw his crossbow and take a couple shots at the chanter down here.
Okay.
That would be a 24 to hit.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for the next one.
Yeah, and like a 9.
A 9 to hit. Would you like to use a coin?
Nah, it's alright.
All right. You just missed.
Ah,
Oh.
Go ahead and roll
Oh, I
damage
just
for that.
misread it. Yeah. 3 points of piercing damage.
3 points. Very nice. He is officially bloodied
Uh-oh.
as the
Uh-oh for him.
crossbow bolt just hits him right in the chest. He just.
I can actually hear it when you make goblin noises now.
I know, it's
Yeah.
great. All right.
Used to just be like, hey.
Yeah, like what you just happened to you right then. All right. It is Una's turn.
Cool beans. Did you say something about getting extra motes when it's a nat 20 or no?
No, when you kill the creature, so you would have
When I
2
kill the
motes.
creature.
You'd gain 2
Wow.
motes for that
Gain two,
attack and kill.
okay. Cool beans. Are these rocks like climbable?
Yeah, they look fairly climbable.
Scalable.
Scalable. So getting to the rocks would be about 15 feet, and then they're 15 feet up.
Yeah.
Would that like work?
At your current state of blood, it would take double movement.
My current state of blood.
So you've recently had blood, and so you're
Uh-huh.
not bloodless enough to have spider walking.
Got it. Right. Damn. Cool beans. I don't want to do that. I'ma just switch to my bow
Do it.
and shoot at these guys.
Throw your weapon.
Throw my weapon! That's a 13.
13 to hit. Hits.
Nice!
Roll
at
damage.
Freaking yeah, 5 damage.
Which one you want to hit?
Whoa.
This one here. Man,
Minus 5 damage. You get another blood mote and reach the maximum amount of blood motes that you can carry on your person.
Oh, why am I an idiot?
I've already been at that because I had 3 from yesterday. So now
So you're
Lysander is holding.
Or no, you can hold 4 blood motes. Sorry.
I can hold 4, and then Lysander can hold 4 for me.
So Lysander would be holding 2.
Yeah. Ooh, that one does not hit, I'm assuming, because that is only a 6.
Yeah, that one misses.
Yeah. Darn!
Would you like to incant anything for next turn?
Yeah, I would like to. I'm gonna do Minor Curse.
Okay.
Incant Minor Curse. And then. Oh.
Your Raven.
I forgot. So my Raven only went once last turn. Or, he used 1 action instead of the 2. But we are past that now, so he's gonna use an action to move. He's gonna move. Oh, I can't move. Oh, because it's not. I would like
where would
him
you
to
like him to move?
be next to me. Yeah, about there.
I cannot move him.
It says you're on the ruler.
Ah!
Yeah. And then he will use a ranged attack on this other one
Okay,
below.
go ahead and roll a d20 attack.
14.
14 hits, roll for damage.
3 points of Demi-Lich.
3 points of damage. Makes him bloodied.
Beautiful.
Another black ghostly attack lashes out as it pierces through him, leaving a small hole in his shoulder. He kind of winces and gurbles.
Beautiful. Love it.
You.
That is the end of our turn.
The Chanter Goblin.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
I forgot to add my modifier for damage on my crossbow.
What's your modifier for damage?
It's +3. So it was supposed to be 6.
The Goblin Chanter begins to incant before he just you see these black veins begin to percolate up his face as the bolt that is now sticking out behind his rib cage drips with a little bit of laced nightshade. Just an excuse for him dying.
I'm so sorry. I forgot to add that. I just want 1d4. Cool. bad.
Alrighty, the archers are going to take 2 shots at. There's going to be 1 shot at the Raven, 1 shot at Constantine, and 2 shots at Una.
Good.
Raven is a 8 for the hit.
Meets it.
With Constantine's +4.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Minus, that is a natural 1 for Constantine.
9. So yeah.
That is a 22 for Una, and another
how
22
close?
for Una.
How close am I to
Rude.
Constantine? I am not within the 15, but that is going to be 24 for the
Okay.
first one,
Okay.
and a 27.
None of the arrows land their mark. You can see these goblins are feeling the pressure of being the only ones surviving of their group.
Not for
That is the end of their turn. We go to Constantine. The small hymn that you have prepared is.
Anybody hurt?
No.
Barely.
Nice.
Did your raven take some damage?
My raven, yeah, I mean, a little tiny bit.
Up to you.
Those guys are on a rock, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah.
Just like steamroll through the rock and like blow it to bits.
Oh man, that would be awesome. Now I can jump 16 feet. Well, that takes my movement, doesn't it? Yeah, that takes my movement. If only I could fly.
Hmm.
Someday,
Do you have
maybe.
a feather?
Hey man, I wish. I have feathers behind my ears, but they're attached to me.
Perfect. Oh,
Have little tiny feathers, kind of like a little axolotl.
yeah.
Little golden feathers that kind of sprout behind his ears. He's always had them. Well, I'll just be a loser and take out my crossbow and just shoot him.
I know,
Alright.
I know. I'm gonna feel the same
Pew
way.
pew. It's like, Jeez,
Man, it's awful when the DM uses tactical advantage against you.
Mm,
7.
A
I
7?
just should have had my bow out originally.
Yeah.
That first one misses.
I'm gonna take out the Dookie 9 dice. I'm gonna try to shoot this guy again, cause
Okay.
I want to. 17.
Hits. Roll for damage.
Oh, thank goodness.
1d4 plus your cunning.
Praise
modifier.
Overez. 6.
6.
Max
Oh,
damage
that
from a
plus-
crossbow.
Minus 6.
It
Oh.
was a healing bolt.
You healed him.
I
Why?
hate myself. No, please, I just want to kill him. That's all I can do.
Alrighty, we go on to Lysander.
I'm gonna finish this, guys.
Finish him.
I'm gonna
Finish it.
do it.
Let's do it to it.
Hey Joe, would you let me
Yeah.
dip a bolt
Sure.
for like a bonus action or something?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
All right, Lysander dips the bolt head into the ember blast that he has,
Oh, alright.
Sweet.
and he shoots it off at this goblin.
I like the idea of you just sticking the cork onto the bolt and firing it off.
So gross, Mandy. Just a
Dip.
bucket of ketchup. In the chat.
It's a gif of a
Oh,
man dumping
gosh,
a whole hot dog into a bucket of ketchup.
that's
That's enough
disgusting.
ketchup.
Really grody.
My sister would say that's delicious. It's the proper way to eat a hot dog.
No way, not that much.
Oh.
Where's my dice? Does a 20 3 hit.
Yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
This goblin
Roll-
just so
roll
happens
the
to be made of like
bolts
titanium.
damage and the
I'm
Ember
the
blast damage.
Oh man, why am I not doing this before?
I don't know. You're like the alchemist engineer of the group. You could literally make like you could attach these spell potions to your bolts and then use your. You know
Yeah,
what I
Joe,
mean?
just you wait until what I tell you I want to do. So it'll be 8 points of damage altogether.
8 points of damage. How do you
4
want to do
piercing.
this?
I want him to explode.
You fire it
I know.
off, and the bottle just goes shloop, like right into his abdomen. He sits there convulsing for a moment, and then he slumps over, and you're like, "Huh."
Oh,
That's weird.
lame.
And then this detonation sends rocks showering everywhere. Una kind of dodges out of the way of a couple little pebbles that the raven's like, "Ah!" Constantine, you feel these on the back of your shield. And there's just like this little mushroom cloud. And then just a couple seconds later, these like
There's just 2
Well,
feet.
couple of legs here, couple of arms there, a torso over in the other direction. Congrats.
We did it.
Hey, you did something
Nice.
this time.
I redeemed
job,
myself.
That
Yay.
performance was magnificent.
I feel like I've improved on my performance.
All right. I will calculate your guys' earned XP here in just a moment.
Calculate. Hey, and I didn't even have any special powers or anything.
Hey, you didn't
I
need mine either. Except
just
my
had-
great.
Yeah, there is that. It's probably like 150 XP per goblin, right?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be like, you know, like 700 XP or something.
Okay, you each get 156 XP.
Woo! Wait, how
How
much?
much?
156.
Oh wow, really?
Dang.
There was only one goblin that was your level that you got full XP from. There was 2 that were 2 levels below you, and there was 2 that were 1 level below you.
Sure,
Or-
we're
470. Yep.
Yeah, already almost halfway to your first level up.
Wow.
All right. At this very moment, as you are and I'm going to do something that I think will be kind of cool on the first we're going to end combat.
You die.
As that last bit of combat ends, did it do it? Did it do anything on your guys' end?
No.
Fantastic.
Or was he looking at the boundary?
Oh, I see. I see what happened.
Oh.
Okay, now you guys should be able to see it. So do you guys see the map okay right now?
Yeah.
Slowly, the sun begins to fade as the darkness of night begins to pull over. The last 2 hours that you had as you went through the tunnel, pushing forward your traveling, has pushed you into the travel of night. Where you will find camp, we will pick up next time, as it is
Oof.
midnight.
Yeah.
Oof.
Wait.
Alrighty, guys. Please
Hey,
post
yo.
where. Please, somebody, if you would, post where we're supposed to be in the XP, so that Lyra can update her character and get them at the same pace as us. We'll say that I'll have a conversation with her about what she experienced that constituted the same XP bump.
Cool beans.
Hey yo.
Alrighty.
Woohoo.
You have completed your first day of your 14-day travel, and hopefully some of these days are a little bit shorter.
Collaged.
Yeah.
We'll probably have to just skip through some of these.
Travel
and
montage.
I think we'll,
Yeah,
if
there
you
you go.
guys end up doing a camp rest or something, we'll just skip 3 days of travel. And we'll say that you guys got that rest on the road as you were just kind
No,
of
I want to
passing by.
roleplay every hour.
Oh gosh.
Well, I do want to level you guys up a little bit before you get to Redwater.
Fine weather
so-
we're having.
Yeah.
I encourage you guys to talk with each other and come up with some collaborative stories of some of your adventures to maybe help you have a good mind as to how long you've been traveling together and what shenanigans you guys have gotten up to.
Mm-hmm.
And Josh, we will talk this week sometime about your abilities.
Yeah.
You.
All right, everybody.
my.
Say goodnight
All
to the
right.
Ears feel
recording.
wet.
Bye-bye.
Well, night.
Bye.